this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. Nesmith is out there with Nembhard. And it's Walker in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
In the corner, it's Brown. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Walker. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
The touch Jokic possesses. He can sink shots from anywhere, especially the mid-range.
Siakam finds Nembhard. Inside, Jackson. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Johnson in the corner. Pass to Brown. Gordon for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Here's Siakam, following the basket by Jokic. Stolen by Gordon. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Outside Gordon. Pass to Brown. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Johnson outside, launches it. Walker with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Just 4 to shoot. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Denver scoring again.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. Jokic's jumper is extremely effective.
Stan, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive. Nice shot. Brown with good footwork and good mechanics.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Back to Nembhard. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nembhard against Murray. Jokic with the screen on Nembhard. The shot. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Nembhard against Murray. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Indiana.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Jokic. This game he had 34 points.
First team foul.
Jokic against Jackson. Now, here's Jokic. He has 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Walker, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray.
Last season, he played outstanding, 11th in free throw percentage. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And let's again give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a torrid pace. He was operating in a steady groove all last season. Brown wide open. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pacers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's fallen, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
The Pacers making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Jackson against Jokic. Pass to Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray and is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
And the first one drops. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Pass to Nesmith. Walker looking for an opening. And here is Siakam. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Johnson finds Gordon, and stolen by Siakam. To the paint, here's Nesmith. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Now, here's Nesmith. Covered by Brown. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Shepard with the ball. Murray on him. Shepard, that's good.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now here's Gordon. 20 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Johnson's shot is off. Pacers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And there's Jackson on the assist by Walker. Jackson's got 8 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Baden Watson comes in for Gordon. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Christian Brown. And it's Brown in for Murray. Here's McClung. Pass to Siakam. Over Watson. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Valanciunas against Jackson. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target from outside.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage. Good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Johnson surveying the floor. On to Hardaway. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Well, their approach to shooting was phenomenal. They didn't force many threes, and when they got a good look, they drilled it.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Here's McClung. Pass to Siakam. Shoots over Holmes. Bank shot. No good.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Valanciunas. Watson kicks to Holmes. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Down low, here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Watson finds Valanciunas. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter of the game. Hardaway, no good. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Shepard, the pass to McClung. Pass to Shepard. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Brown outside. .50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Pass to Valanciunas. Now, here's Holmes. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. Holmes got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Holmes with the steal. Brown against Siakam. Brown kicks to Hardaway. With 1 on the clock. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Denver on top, up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Nuggets?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got Shepherd, and it's McClung in at the 1. Now here's Brown, still without a basket. That doesn't go either for Brown. Indiana trailing here. Pass to McClung. Here's Furphy. Off target from three-point range. On the wing, Hardaway. Now here's Watson. Now Murray. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. He gets it in there. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
Pass to Shepherd. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
Here's Furphy. Pass to McClung. Indiana moving the ball away. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shepherd. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Denver leading by 4. Murray with it. He's got 6. Valanciunas in the high post. Hardaway dishes to Watson. And there's Murray on the assist by Watson. Murray's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Pacers making a switch here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Siakam outside. Here's Huff. Indiana again missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Now here's Murray. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Shot clock at 5. High post shot. It's hauled in by Huff. The Pacers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Shepherd, the pass to Huff. Now, here's Neesmith. He's covered by Murray. Now, Shepherd. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Shepherd's got 4 this quarter. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
For the Nuggets, Jokic comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Johnson in for Peyton Watson. And Indiana with a change here, too. Jackson's checked in. Brown finds Johnson. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Here's Jokic. 10 points for him. Too easy inside from Jokic.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing him down.
Johnson against Siakam. Pass to Neesmith. Shoots over Brown. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Nuggets leading by 6. Johnson, the pass to Murray. Brown outside. Count that one.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And so here is Indiana. Outside Jackson. Johnson against Siakam. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Walker. Indiana moving it around. Jackson misses. Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the basket by Johnson.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now, here's Neesmith. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Johnson with it, covered by Siakam. Over Johnson. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Siakam.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Now here is Hardaway. He has yet to score. Jokic with the screen on Walker. Hardaway, no good. Pacers trail by 8. Huff passes to Jackson. Left side, Walker. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 4. Here's Neesmith. Johnson with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 8. And here is Murray. He's got 8. And here is Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for the Nuggets. Christian Brown comes in for Bruce Brown. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Jackson. On defense, Denver. Now, here's Siakam. 32 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And he did a ton of damage from the line. Assertive play and consistent free throw shooting can be a huge difference maker.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Here's Denver now. They're on a 17-6 run. At the top of the key, Gordon. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Misses the three.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Johnson outside. Pass to Jokic. Pacers with the rebound. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Nesmith. The shot misses. Denver leading by 11. Jokic passes to Murray. Pass to Gordon. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that time, Jokic having the play created for him. And he obliges with the bucket.
Now, here's Nesmith. He's guarded closely. Jackson, a screen on Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Denver making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. And so Nesmith nails both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Johnson outside. Brown sets the pick for Johnson. Pass to Brown. Denver needs to get off his shot. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Nesmith finds Walker. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Walker's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Outside Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Pickett. Second chance effort, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 18 points in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Jackson. 1:53 left in the first half. Now, Nembhard. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A nice shot by Nesmith.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Pickett. Nembhard covering. Jokic kicks to Johnson. The Nuggets moving the ball around. That one good for 2. 20 points for Jokic.
Another bucket from Jokic. He could dominate scoring-wise every night if he wanted to. He is that good.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back to you.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. Acton Emhart. Pass to Neesmith. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Nembhard. Walker with a clean look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Jokic sets the screen for Gordon. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Neesmith. Now Nembhard, covered by Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. 5 seconds left to play in the first half. Stolen by Jackson. He can't get that one to fall. Runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Nuggets lead by 9. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You're trying to run plays. They blow all that stuff up. And so bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Well, I think for Indiana, they should win this one. But we always talk about these trap games where a team comes in thinking that they could just walk away with it.
Especially when the opponent is thirsty, as is the case here. Let's shift our focus now to Nikola Jokic. Outstanding tonight through 2.
The Joker is taking over. One of the most skilled big guys we've ever seen. Almost as skilled as you, Kenny.
No, I wouldn't say me. I would say Ernie's got the deep skill set on his own. And if you're talking about superstars, Ernie Johnson belongs on that list.
Man, guys, you're making me blush. But keep going. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. give him some different looks.
Here's Murray in at the guard spots. Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Murray. They have a 9-point lead. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Nembhard. Over to the left wing. Jackson a screen on Murray. A shot by Nembhard and nobody around. Off target with his 3. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Murray. And the shot goes in. Murray's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Denver.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Nesmith, the pass to Nembhard. To the paint. Jackson finds Nembhard. Jackson setting the pick here for Nembhard. Basket good. Nembhard's got his third basket of the night right there.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
To the inside, releases. A nice shot by Nesmith. Nesmith has got 8.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. The Pacers pull it in.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Siakam.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And again, Denver no good. Pacers trail by 5. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Can't hit from in close.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Back to Murray. Shoots over Nembhard. Murray, good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Indiana.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Aaron Gordon. Good season for him last year. Put up about 14 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Siakam outside. Walker is screen on Gordon. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Back to Nembhard. Rejected by Murray, and he gets it back. Outside Gordon. Pass to Brown. Now Murray. Back to Brown. That 3 off the mark. And here's Indiana. Big stretch here going 10-2. Now, here's Neesmith. He's guarded by Johnson. Walker with the screen for Siakam. For the tie. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. The Nuggets leading by 3. Brown with the screen on Nembhard. Johnson in the corner. For 3, Murray. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Yeah, and this is an area over his career where Jamal Murray has really improved that three-point shooting.
Now, here's Neesmith. He's got 8. And here's Walker outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Murray. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Pass to Walker. To Nembhard. To the middle. And finished off by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
Here's Brown. Neesmith covering. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the basket by Johnson.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pacers trail by 7. Now the Nuggets bet on the development of young Christian Brown. And Stan, he has rewarded their faith. He has developed so nicely.
Kevin, he certainly has. Probably has even exceeded what their expectations were for him. But he's a guy that is such a hard worker. He's smart, he's tough, and he's all about winning.
Here's Murray following the score by Indiana. Jokic passes to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Gordon with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pacers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Jackson a screen on Murray. There's the drive, and it goes down 2 points. Nembhard's got 10 points in the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Murray down low. Nembhard covering, and it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, we all know Murray is a shooter, but look out. He can finish, too.
Neesmith, the pass to Jackson. Now, Nembhard. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here's Gordon. Inside. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Siakam outside. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Pass to Johnson. Murray sets a screen for Johnson. Here's Jokic. Over Jackson. And it's Jokic missing. On the wing, Jackson. Defended by Gordon. Jackson kicks to Siakam. Nembhard against Murray. Nembhard the pass to Neesmith. Now Siakam. Fires from the corner. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Got a piece of it. Down low. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Nembhard. Now Neesmith. Outside, Walker. Nembhard for three. Buries it from three-point range. Nembhard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Nuggets number 1. In third, the Pacers.
The percentage each of these teams shot was just outstanding. I mean, that's a result of unselfishness and great offensive rhythm.
Valanciunas with the ball. Still scoreless. Here's Hardaway. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Shepard, the pass to Nembhard. Now Shepard. Jackson has the open look. Offline with his three. Here's Tyson, guarded by Jackson. Valanciunas, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, look, Valanciunas is a big guy, so it's easy to understand why he gets fouled this close to the basket.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, when you watch Valanciunas now, the thing that stands out most is the rebounding. On a per-minute basis, he's still one of the best in the league.
Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Denver. Siakam is checked in for the Pacers. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Jackson passes to Shepard. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Siakam. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Brown outside. Pass to Watson. Fires for 3. Pacers with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Shots good by Siakam.
And wiry strong, Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Naji, guarded by Jackson. Naji passes to Hardaway. Over Siakam. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Huff. Here's McClung. Siakam for 3. No good. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Jackson. Siakam is out there with Shepherd. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To take the lead. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Huff's got the lead up to 3 now for Indiana.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Brown sets a screen for Murray. Pass to Hardaway. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Siakam outside. Pass to Huff. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. Huff's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Pacers.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Murray scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Watson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Denver, Watson. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Watson. He's perfect from the line this time. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's McClung. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Watson. Nuggets trail. Up top, Brown. Hardaway sets a screen for Murray. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. To the middle. Hardaway with the steal. Murray outside. Here's Watson. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Siakam. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Pacers lead by 3.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
With the step back. Shoots from 14. Murray, good. Murray's got 19 points.
Well, that just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is. When he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Pass to Shepherd. Fires from the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for Denver. Now here's Murray. Here is Watson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And Valanciunas kicks to Watson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, dishing becoming more a part of Valanciunas' game as he spent more time in the league.
Pass to Siakam. No good with the layup. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Rocking that rim. Jonas Valanciunas, the very big man from Lithuania.
Now, here's Siakam. Will it go? Good on the triple. Huff's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Johnson in for Peyton Watson. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team, and coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control, play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Brown. Murray outside. The kick out to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Well, that's something only Jokic can do. Draws the eyes of everyone on the floor, then moves it to the perimeter for the 3.
Siakam inside. Johnson on him. Jackson misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Hardaway. A nice shot by Brown. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's McClung. Five to shoot. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, Siakam. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Siakam for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Nuggets leading by 5. On the wing, Johnson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Indiana's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Siakam passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Now here's Murray. He right on him. Johnson in the corner. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. Siakam, high post. Over Brown. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Siakam.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Johnson sets the screen for Hardaway. Over Shepherd. Here's Jokic. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's McClung. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Siakam. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's Brown. And here's Jokic. Guarded by Jackson. Johnson outside. Drills it from outside. And it's an 8-point Denver lead.
For him, it's been a tale of 2 halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Here's McClung. Pass to Shepard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jokic against Jackson. Now here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Pocket 6. Here's Brown. Plenty of space. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
If you're open, Jokic is going to find you.
Pacers trail by 10. Here's McClung. No good again that time. Hardaway with it. Pass to Jokic. Jokic goes to work inside.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
Siakam against Johnson. Jackson a screen on Johnson. Here's Siakam. Indiana again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Johnson dishes to Murray. Johnson the screen. Now Jokic. Puts it up from 7. No good there. Pacers trail by 12. Jokic against Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Siakam. The 3 doesn't go.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Murray against Jackson. Now Brown. That one goes in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. A different look for Denver. Gordon comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Christian Brown subbed in for Bruce Brown. The Pacers making a switch here. Poked loose and stolen by Murray. Here's Jokic. Jackson with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside, Siakam. Off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Murray outside. Now Jokic. Here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Knocks down the 3.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Now, here's Jokic. And it's off. Now Jackson. Oh, the dunk!
Isaiah Jackson.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Well, Jamal, I know you have a takeover mentality. Tonight you were focused on passing early. Can you talk about that?
The easier way in, but play my game at the same time. I just want to make sure we ran the court well, get everybody else going because they've been hooping. It's been a great team effort, and tonight I just try to do what I can to get everybody going.
Seeing your teammates score is always rewarding. Thanks so much, Jamal.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.